Bruce here from Modern Driveline. Let's have a conversation about the different shift options that you have with your Tremec transmissions, whether it's a 5-speed or a 6-speed. As some of you are well aware of, the 3550 and TKO, and now the new TKX, and the Magnum 6-speed offer 3 distinct locations right from Tremec from the factory. The transmission I have on display today is a Tremec TKX transmission. It has 3 distinct shift locations built into the transmission. The rear position at 19 inches being the rear socket, the front socket being at about 16 inches, and a dealer installed option of a mid shift, sometimes also known as a front shift. The front shift requires a kit to be installed and a shifter, and it replaces the plate you see here in front of us. Now Tremec, when they build these transmissions, they're all top shifted or centerline shifted transmissions. Now, you're saying to yourself, how do I get this shifter to come off to the side to match my original 3 and 4-speed application? Modern Driveline offers a complete line of shifters. Shown here is just a few examples of the many offsets and configurations that we offer. Some of the features of a Qwik Stik shifter include a 6061 aluminum plate and body, a steel shaft with spherical bearing inside, Bellevue washers, a high temperature oil boot, and in this particular case for the TKX, a O-ring sealed design. The beauty of the shifter is that it has a small body. Let me show you one of those on one without a boot. This one here better illustrates the side or clearance piece. Instead of having a coil spring on the side which makes the shift body larger, we have Bellevue washers making for a slim design. Instead of having a large nylon ball inside with a cross shaft that takes up a lot of room, the Bellevue washers make for the slim design with a spherical bearing that can be removed, cleaned, and put back in place. As I speak of the body is also removable. You can see from the 4 screws here at the top, the flathead screws can be removed and the entire body taken off while it's still in the vehicle. Now the reason this is a nice feature is that the Tremec shifter has a built-in or molded-in design that cannot be removed from the base. So as you start to do an installation and you're trying to get it in, it's a real big convenience to be able to remove the tower / body from the plate, leaving the plate in place, being able to slide that shift or the transmission into the tunnel without having to fight with the shift opening. Once the transmission's installed, put the body back down, anchor it in place, and you're in business. Again, if you ever have to service this, it's completely rebuildable. Now, if you decide you want to make a change to your application, you can remove the nut on the top shaft here. The offset shifter can be changed with a different offset in case you decide that you want to move your Tremec transmission from one application to another. Let's talk about some of the applications that we offer and how they can benefit you. 1965 through 73 Mustang, since the shift location on a Tremec is at 19 inches and we're needing it to be closer to 20 inches, we then put a 1-inch offset to the shift lever or shift stub, allowing the customer to put the shift lever on the left-hand side, and this centers the shift lever in the console or shift boot so that you don't have any binding or location issues that you then run into the console, and it makes for a more comfortable shift. Of course, this is all short throw. As we get into different applications, this particular one here has a 1-inch offset, so if you're simply looking for a 19-inch position, but with a 1-inch offset to the left and an additional 1/2 inch on the lever, you can do so. Now let's talk about the more forward socket. The forward socket can benefit for most GM applications where you've got maybe a Camaro. The Camaro, as an example, is a 67 through, let's say, 69. We put a 1-inch offset and then we bring it back just enough so that we're about 19 or 16 and a half and 1 inch left to match the original Muncie or Saginaw 4-speed. As we get into more dynamic offsets, we now offer a 2-inch offset. This particular one here illustrates that we have a 2-inch left, but this could easily be a 2-inch right by simply taking the knot off, turning it 180 degrees, and making it more for a right-hand application. Or we can flip it as illustrated here. So these are just a few of the examples of the shifters that we have to offer. By far, with all the different configuration and the modular design of the shifter, you can achieve many of the positions that are commonly found in the marketplace. We did not cover the mid-shift here in detail. We'll follow that up with another video where we can show the actual installation and features of either a 3550 TKO and the TKX, and also the Magnum. So stay tuned, subscribe to our YouTube channel, visit our website at moderndriveline.com for a complete line of shifters, and thanks for making it modern.